game because we thinking.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to...
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly, running the football.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. 38.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll cut it out to the sideline.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
And the defense will accept this penalty and force the offense back. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Throwing now is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down and 3. Govan's going to try and throw on third. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they'll take over 44-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A gain of 13 and also a first down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Novak's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now a first down following that long gain.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this with the ball.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on third down. Now a give running left with Anderson. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Texans take possession. Here now another look at the rookie Carson Wentz leading his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. Wentz. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hooked. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Texans send the punter out. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And look at this, another fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When we talk about Akeem Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's a first down for the Broncos. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now the Broncos heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better, a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Caught by Nelson left side. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. A first down carry here for Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And Nelson's got it here right side. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Holding. Defense.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have
nowhere to go here? He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Wentz. Caught Left side, Hopkins. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Third down now following the completed pass.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Wentz. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Wentz to throw. He sets to fire deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game. And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
Come on, let's go. 38.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Come on, let's go. 38.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. In the backfield is Anderson. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field.
World where you and me, we show our hearts, yeah, entirely.